Hi friends. We here? Everything working? Let's test the volumes. Holy echo. I think we're fine. We're chilling. My side looks good. Alright. The music keeps cutting out. What is up with this music, man? It keeps cutting out. Dude. Yay. Alright. What is up with this music right now? Hang on, can I like turn that off for a sec? You're going back to the black screen. I gotta figure out why this music keeps stopping itself. Holy lag spike. We'll cross our fingers and pray. I don't know when the next Phasmo stream is. Okay. No music. It's not working. Oh, I should probably bring you guys back, huh? That's just not working out for us. I need to like import my own music. Maybe that's what I'll do off stream. I'll import my own, make a new mod, import it. Are we there yet? Will return whenever the final map launches, or when me and Phantom have the time to go through and do all the new achievements they've made. Phasmo, not sure. It would be a solo Phasmo. Goosh isn't really a fan of the new update and thus hasn't been playing it. So I kind of haven't been playing it. Plus I've been on a little bit of a Minecraft kick. So there's that. I can't turn it down anymore. That's crazy. So yeah, we're kind of just stuck with Minecraft for the time being and all the other fun games with the others. But I'm here for it. I love it. I'm fine with it. Okay. I need like Minecraft music, please. I hate that it's just randomized. It's fine. I'll work with the music off camera. Try refreshing. There. What do we want to do today, chat? What are we doing today? Where did we leave off? We left off here. We made this amazing little short redstones. Whoa, I forgot that does that. There we go. First time always bugs out. Okay. We made this amazing little short redstone thing. It's a bunch of gates all together. I don't know if y'all were here last time when we discussed how this works. So I'll run through quickly what we did in the last 4 hours of the last stream. We are inside this little factory way out here. This factory is going to be responsible for producing some nether items, such as wither roses, blackstone, wither skeleton skulls, nether wart, basalt, cinder flower, soul sand, scoria, nether bricks, and ancient debris. Honestly, Unreal might work. So, for this whole diagram, there's kind of like only 4 things I need to start with. Basalt, cobblestone, nether wart's its own thing, and poppies. The common one that we see is just basalt and cobblestone. So, as such, we're creating some farms. This is our first farm, the cobblestone farm. This little box right here with these leaves and the lava and the drills and the vaults below them. That is responsible for both this chain and this little chain. You see both these vaults, they kind of split out, but then they combine each other. So like everything that comes through is split as evenly as it can possibly be. The right side goes into this little fan, converts it into blackstone, and then both of these belts will be filled with blackstone. The one on this belt that I'm kind of in right now goes all the way through here, gets crushed up, has a, what is it, 25% chance of being turned back into Blackstone. Yeah. And then a less than 1% chance of being turned into a Wither Skeleton Skull. So the Wither Skeleton Skulls come out this side and go into here into storage. Blackstone just kind of goes back through and just keeps getting recycled over and over again. And then this other side is just Blackstone that just goes right into storage. Once this side of the Blackstone fills up, it'll send a signal through via, actually no, I'll get there in a second. But yeah, Blackstone goes there, Wither Skeleton Skulls this side. The other half of the cobblestone comes through here, gets crushed up, turned into gravel in this section, gets crushed again, turns into sand, flint, and clay balls. The clay balls and flint come out this little belt, come this way, and burn, because we don't care about it. The sand comes through here, gets haunted into soul sand, gets split again, ignore the fire, see, it just goes away after a while. Gets split here, half of it gets cooked into scoria, goes into storage, and the other bit of soul sand also just goes into storage. Down here in storage, you see our 4 different chutes of the 4 items I just listed, and they're all in here. They all have these little threshold switches. Well, these 3 have the vaults because they're blocks. The Wither Skeleton Skulls, I don't expect to get a lot of, so I just have a double chest. Once one of these is full, it'll send a signal in here, and we'll kind of just like activate this little remote switch once it's full enough. And that switch will come up here and kind of turn off each specific slice of the machine. So for example, if Wither Skeleton Skulls fill up, but Blackstone isn't, this belt right here for Wither Skeleton Skulls will stop working. And the only spot that Blackstone will come through is going to be coming through on this side and is going straight to storage. If, for example, Blackstone is listed as full, but Wither Skeleton Skulls isn't, this whole part of the machine will still like be operating, but the Blackstone just won't go anywhere here, and the Wither Skeleton Skulls will still be processed with all the Blackstone there. Similarly over here, one and another, they both will either turn off whatever fan or belt and we'll stop it. Let's say both Wither Skeleton Skulls and Blackstone is filled in this slice. That will just turn off this entire fan, which converts cobblestone into Blackstone, and all that will be backed up. So then just nothing will come out on this side, and only the other side will produce, and vice versa. So that's kind of how these gates work, is whenever one is full, it kind of sends a signal. If both of each side is kind of full, it'll send a signal and turn off that entire slice. If, by some chance, all 4 become full, and the train isn't here to pick up the goods, if we're full at storage too, this will activate, which will then activate this one. Once this is activated, the whole entire cobblestone farm itself will shut off. And then we just won't be producing any of his items until a train comes to collect the goods and give us space to work with again. So that's kind of fun. What I'm doing on this side now is kind of just taking all of those goods and getting them into one centralized location that I could eventually put out onto a train to take away whenever we get that set up. But today's goals are going to be focused purely on basalt generation. So that's kind of where I'm going to get started. And I think the best way to get started on that would be to just get started on building our platform to work with. I don't have my jetpack on. There. You know, this fire is really annoying. I don't like that happens. You know, I guess I have enough of the space here. I don't really need to build more. I'll just throw all of my redstone stuff in here. Put the super glue there. Alright. Belts go away. Okay. So basalt. A basalt farm. How is that going to work? And do I want that over here, or do I want... I think I want that in the side, right? I want that over here. So maybe we do need to build some. Because if I were to add it here, right? That would just be all intrusive with this belt. Putting it over here not only expands the floor a little bit, but it gives us more space inside the factory that we can actually like fill up with stuff, you know, instead of just having this giant empty factory. Pick-a-rang. Dang it. There. Alright. How we doing today, chat? Doing alright? I don't even know if anyone's here anymore. Lone said that she was leaving. I don't know if Unreal is still here or not. Probably just yapping the abyss. I don't imagine like no one was here and I just yapped all that stuff. Explained everything. Oh, what a life. Where's my table? There it is. Blackstone. I feel like I'm going to be using a lot of Blackstone because sanded Blackstone is such a good block from the Chipped mod. It's like one of my favorites from the Chipped. If not my favorite. It honestly actually might be my favorite block. I'm also really a big fan of the brick bordered calcite. If only calcite wasn't such a pain to get. But Blackstone, it's easy. As long as you have cobblestone, you have Blackstone essentially. With one little fan. I also don't have my Forgotten hat on, but I'm almost done with this platform anyways, so it don't matter. I'm not gonna put it on just to reach an extra like 3 blocks. I think I'll live. See, we lived. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. Yeah, no one's here. Alright. Well, next order of business. Basalt. How do I make a basalt farm? Icon to Fagor. Let's figure this out together. I think I have what I need. We got blue ice somewhere. What are my backpacks? That's packed ice. There's a blue ice. I need a lava. I have lava. Lava goes on top. Oh, come on. Because it's like... What is it like? It's not like that. But that just breaks. That's so great. I love that so much for me. Is it like this? Yes. That's it. Okay. So soul soil on the bottom. Hi Rue. Ah, someone's here finally. So happy. Hi, hi, hi. How you doing tonight? Of course I have like no volts either. Exhausted, I get that. Very long day. How am I? I'm also exhausted. I had such a good day after work though. No, I get that. I was contemplating whether I was going to stream tonight or not. because me and Goosh were gonna do like a hardcore little video thing, but he's also kind of feeling the whole drained thing. So I just decided I'll do a quick little create stream. But I had a good day. Work was super long, but I got home, went out on the hammock for like an hour and a half, finished off my book, and then I came inside and finished building my Starry Night Lego set. And now here we are. Yeah. I need to make more volts. They're always like my biggest limit is these damn vaults. Let me put this stuff away. We gotta fly back to the base. By fly back, I mean take the amazing waystone I set up. Yeah. You can never go wrong with Lego. It's the best part about it. Holy lag spike. I tried having background music, but my YouTube just kept like spasming out every like 5 seconds and like having a small little pause, and I just was not having any of it. So here we are. Okay, so Basalt Farm, I have like that. That's pretty smart. I like this. This is good. This is good. Okay. Now we make some vaults. Yeah, but it's like all of the stuff I want to use is like on YouTube. I have like an entire create soundtrack, and it works. It always works, and it never gets dinged. It's just, it wasn't working this time around. Music's a little bit loud, I feel like. We'll turn it down to 25. But no, that's still loud. What the hell? Go to like 13. That's better. That is a lot better. You got ghosts the same type. I love that. My coworker got like a keyboard, like a wireless one, and I saw it and I was like, hey, can you send me the link for that? And she did, and I got it for work, and I loved it. So I bought another one, and now I have the exact same keyboard at work and at home because it is so good. Because I am not a fan of like all of the loud clicky clickies, so I got like the quietest wireless keyboard I could find, and it is, I love it. It's still obviously like a little bit loud. Every keyboard's gonna be. You can't like completely deafen it, I don't think. But for just a little Amazon steal, absolutely. Alright, 9 times 9, 81. Is that all I need? No, times 3. Do the math. What's that? Oh, wait, no, that is 9. Because 3 by 3 by 9. Yeah, that's just 81. So 81 times 2, 162. Let's see. That's gonna be okay, that's our 162. So that is for 1 volt. That is gonna give us, okay, so we need 1, 2, and 34. That should be enough iron for the volts we need. So we kind of just sit here and let this thing clank away. Alright. Perfect AFK time. This is taking so long. I'm not impatient, I swear. Where can I bring this out to? We'll bring it out to here. Little ways. Press. 3? Is 3 overkill? Surely not. Do I even have 3 depots? I have exactly 3 depots, actually. This is good news. This is great. This is amazing. This is so good. I should be taking this time actually to be crafting my barrels with spruce that I don't have. Right. We do, oh, we do have spruce. Okay, so we have some barrels, some spruce. That's not where I wanted you to go. I want you to go into there. I want you to go into there. You go into there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You go into there. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. You go into my inventory. You go there. You go there. You go there. I think that's... No, that's not even close to being enough. Because we wanted... Can I actually craft? I do have a crafting thing in here. That's great. Because we wanted these. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring all of the spruce into here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Bang. Not in my inventory, please. Let's rockets. Some good old filters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Bang, bang, bang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bang, bang. Ooh. A stack and 16. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bang, 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 bang. Alright. Where'd the rails go? Right there? We do that. We grab the iron sheets. I think I made too many barrels, but hey, I'd rather have too many barrels than not enough. Do that. Yeah, we made plenty of barrels. Love it. 1, 2. Perfect. Now we took all the barrels into this backpack where they belong. Brilliant. Let's go back to the nether factory. Zip all the way up here. Bang our head against the guardian spawner. And we fall into the nether factory. Lovely. Alright. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What is this one? That is 8. We will do 8. And throw all of those in there. Brilliant. Okay. Now, on top of this, we do some hoppers. What do we do? Shoots. Okay, wait, I gotta test something now. Purely for testing purposes, if I get a... Where is my one? This one. You have the rails that I require. If I do shoots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I put That's why, because I can't put rails on top of chutes. Because that makes sense. Okay. Fine. I feel like hoppers aren't quick enough though. How can I make this work? Can I do like that? Where's my obsidian? Obsidian. What backpack would it be in? That one. Okay. And then I get out my soul soil. There. Let's take those, and then our pistons. We'll take one of these. Okay. I want this up a block. So here, you come back to me. We place in. Welcome back, Ruru. This is the play. We do these. I'm trying to figure out how I can get rails on top of the chute, because you can't place rails directly on top of chutes, and hoppers are a little bit too slow for my liking. So we are just experimenting. All right. So if I put rails on top of this, that should work. And then I will take my decor backpack and get out some panels, because I don't want to have a block there. I want it to be like a little bit smoother. Oh, you son of a mother. There. Okay. Now we do the fun thing with getting the minecarts required. So we do that. 12, we want less than that. Perfect. Bang. Just drop all that back in there. Take our minecarts. And we kind of just add them. I see. Where's my last one? Ah, it's still in the crafting menu. Okay. That works. Okay. So now, what I do is that. I have to add in another layer of no, because I remove the obsidian, because I push it. It goes push. It gets pushificated. Right. Okay. Smartness happening. Watch this not work. How humiliating will that be? I would cry. Tears of pain and agony. I wouldn't. I might. I haven't decided yet. We'll see what happens. Ooh. I think the smart thing here would be to place the pistons first. Yeah, there we go. And then I can add in the chutes. Okay. So I'm hoping I can push this over. It will hopefully not clip. Hopefully the minecarts sit on top of this. I hope, I pray. And then I can push soul sand down into those. Hopefully. We'll see what happens. Rue, were you here when I made the cobblestone section? All of that goodness. And all of the goodies below deck. Were you here for this when I went through that? I don't remember. I think we'll just power the redstone block. See what happens. What? What? Oh, it's brilliant. Look at it. Oh, it's so perfect. Oh, I just had an idea. Okay. So what now I gotta do is this. So that goes there. Okay. And then we get our decor backpack and we get some more panels going because I don't really want to have those minecarts come flying out. Okay. Where did it go? Did it go into this backpack? It probably did. Yeah, my thing is on it. The magnet is on. Okay. We don't need that anymore. Good here. Watch those panels not be pushable. Oh, but it's perfect. Why did this work out so well? Hello? Watch. Now I'm gonna take it all down and it's gonna break on me. It's gonna be heartbreaking. There. That looks good. Please tell me that when I break this, my car's not gonna come flying out. Okay. So the fact that a lot of these are being picked up is actually kind of relieving to me. Okay, panel. Not chunk borders. Hitboxes, not tooltips. Hitboxes. Thank you. Those are inside. We're good. F3B, and those go back off. Sick. Okay, minecarts are all enclosed inside that. Let's get out one of our trusty funnels and just plop her there. Really? There's nothing. I can't even access them. Oh dear. I probably should have tested to make sure this works first, huh? Okay, let's do a quick little one. It'll be easier because I don't have to do as much stuff, or I can just drop it. We'll do that. Do one of you. I already have a minecart. That's amazing, actually. We'll get one of those going. Yeah. Backpack. What backpack has my stuff? It's these two. You're off. I want you off. Okay. Oh, son of a mother. Alright, so just... Why? Okay. Alright, so all that for nothing. That's annoying. That is very irksome. Okay, well, let's just do this then. Actually, I should have done it like this instead. You go there, you go there. There. Push all this up here. Pistons. Watch those minecarts clip. They shouldn't, because I think the hopper has like a thinner hitbox than the chute. Oh, but it works perfectly. So happy that that worked. And I get all these chutes back. After I throw that all back away. Brilliant. Now let's take one of these tunnels and see if it... There we go. Cool. Put you in there. You in there. Okay. That part's done. Now what I gotta do is blue ice goes there. And then we'll do some more panel action. Like so. Okay. Lava sits on top of this, so we'll do another panel there. Another panel there. And then we'll do something like this. Hello? Okay. Brilliant. Drills go on top of this. I have enough, which is brilliant. And I also need casings. Or encased chain drives, I should say. Basalt goes there, so chain drive looks fine. We'll do this. Pop, 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 pop. We want to power it from down here, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll power her from there. Cool. Now we do drill, 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 drill. That's all fine and dandy. Put that back, open up our lava bag. And get all the lava bits out. Alright. Hopefully, this produces basalt. I hear the hissing, so I think it works. Cool. Okay. So this basalt generator now works. Well, it will. I should also decorate it, maybe. We'll do... Who would have thunk it? Basalt. Aim for the bottom so I don't have to, like, adjust it. I'm gonna have to on this one. Oh no, I don't. It just works perfectly. Oh, I've fallen. It's all right. That's going nowhere, right? That's fine. Cool. Okay. That looks lovely. I love this. This good. This good stuff here. Now, what we do is add the farms that we need. So this has to split into how many items? 1, 2, 3, 4. So another nice little 4 split. We're familiar with those. However, here is where I think we're gonna do it out of this. So we don't have to like reuse the same belts, and we don't have to like use multiple tunnels. We'll just make use of one vault. This should be big enough. Actually might be completely big enough. We'll see. Pop, 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 pop. You know what I want to see, actually? Shoot, I've been thinking about it, right? Because my cosplay is my own character, right? This guy, this lovely feller. I don't know where I'm gonna find like the arm. If I'm gonna have to make my own. How does one make a metal arm that's like posable and wearable? I don't know how I'm gonna do that, because I've got I can't do that. I've got this little arm right here, you know. How's that gonna work out? I don't know. I was thinking about it, maybe like rings or something, because if you look again, right, technically that, oh, let's do this. Let's get naked. This part of my skin, I haven't decided yet, because it's a little bit off shade, right? Like the browns don't really match that well. Maybe, but like, is the gold its own individual thing, like kind of plugged into my arm, or is this whole thing just like robotic, you know? I don't know, because like the brown, from afar, could play off. Oh, I'd still disappear. Could play off as being like attached to my skin, but at the same time, it could be like its own thing. So I'm not sure, because like I'm pretty sure I can make like this ring right here in the middle there, and just like paint it a little bit. But then like everything else just seems challenging. So we'll see. But the scarf and everything else should be easy to get. A wig, I keep zooming in. A wig would be difficult with this kind of fringe. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do with the makeup there. Like, am I just gonna make myself blue? Maybe that one Breaking Bad scene. Mayhaps. Mayhaps. Alright. Backpack. Belts and shafts. I said those backwards, but don't matter. Actually, no, we could probably just do this. There. And then we have 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brilliant. Let's do some of this. Actually, you know what? I wonder if we could just get away with this. We totally can. Okay, so we'll siphon power from that too, whenever we hook that up, and that won't stop the chain from going through. Cool. Now, actually, that's a perfect spot for a clutch. Thinking about it. It's a brilliant spot for a clutch, because then that will be the... Ooh, wait. Because where's jetpack? Because I'm thinking about it. When we want the whole thing to shut off on its own, we want the machine to shut off, not just the belt. So maybe that's not really the best spot for a clutch. Maybe the clutch should be more like... We can put it right here. She can hang out right there. It'll stop the belts and it'll stop everything, actually. Maybe that's a good spot for it. Right there. Or down lower, even. To be determined. Need a water break. Good stuff. Okay. You are gonna go straight to storage. How do I do this? Maybe it's just as simple as that. Maybe we just yeah. Sure. Seems a little bit redundant, but whatever. Basalt in, basalt goes down. We're also going to throw some of that there so I see where it comes out of. Okay. Now we have to do this part here. So all of that has to turn, or no, we have to do basalt into netherrack, which I believe is haunting it. Netherrack by haunting basalt, right? Yes. Brilliant. So then here we'll have our max haunter. 1, 2, 3. It'll be, do I have soul campfires? I don't. I can make some. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then it's in this backpack. Bang. Bang. 1, 2, 3. Bang. Where'd they go? Right there. Alright. Wait. I am using tunnels. Okay, tunnels. Because I just had a thought that wasn't going to work, but that seems like it will work. That's brilliant. Oh, I love when I think ahead and I'm smart. Unintentionally. Okay. Good job, ton. 1, 2, 3. I have like a proud dad moment just now, but for myself, that felt weird. Because I was thinking, right? If I had this here, but like on top, or like how it is now, and have another one of these here, there's gonna be like this little lip right there that items could get stuck on, but I completely just negate that with the tunnels, I hope. Unless items somehow like get stuck in there, then I might have to find a workaround, but that would suck, and I'm gonna just pray to God that that's not something that has to happen. What does have to happen though is me getting more of those smush faces. Smushies. These things, the sheets, but in the iron form. So we get out our little smushificator and the hand crank, and let's see, we need 12. So we put that there, bang, not the backpack, and we smush it up. Smusher. It's so slow. But thank God for the backpack with my auto eating. Because you watch my haunches, they're gonna drop and then instantly eat. It's like the best thing ever. I haven't had to restock it once. Because I just threw so much food in there. And I think I have 2,967 pork chops still to eat. It's the best. And what I learned that I'm definitely going to be taking advantage of as soon as this farm's done, or when I get back to my base, I definitely have enough, is this upgrade template for my backpack. Where is it? It's red. Stack upgrade. There it is. Look at this. The stack omega tier, stack upgrade omega tier, limits up to 2 billion items in one slot. The netherite one is like whatever. It's a little bit better than that, a little bit better than that, a little bit better than that, a little bit better than that. It takes 9 of these to make one of those. In my current backpack, I have 3 in this one, and I have none of that one. I have 1 in this one of the netherite variety, and then I have a lot of diamond ones. But the thing about the netherite ones, Rue, I have 4 of them. You craft them with netherite blocks. Like each upgrade is with blocks. So that's 8 times 8, not 8, 4 times 8, 32 netherite blocks, 32 times 9. What's that? Whatever that is. I was almost there. Yeah, a little bit expensive. Thing is, this thing is a work of art, the create mod, because with the crushing, I think it's just scrap. Yeah. There is a less than 1% chance. Thanks for the water loan. Less than 1% chance of getting netherite scrap if you crush nether bricks. That's what we're going to be doing down there. At the base, or I guess the factory, current factory. I just take a little tumble way down to here. This amazing little spot. We've got a little bit. We hit a couple 1% chances. Water time. Good stuff. So, if I need, yeah, just a little bit. So for the Omega tier, I need 9 of those. That's 8 netherite blocks. And each one of those blocks is an ingot. Right? 1 ingot is 4 of these. Okay. Let's start scaling up some math here. So, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1. So 4 times 9 is what? Why am I blanking my math right now? 36. I can do math, I swear. It's just a little bit late, so it's a little bit slower. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this is 1 block. I need 8 of these to make 1 template. So let's get some stuff going. That should be enough. Yeah, there we go. So we'll throw this over here. So this right here is the equivalent to, what is that? 1 upgrade template, or is that 1 Omega thing? Oh, that's my track. So this is 1 block. That's 1 block. Ah, yes. So this is 1 netherite upgrade. Not netherite upgrade. Yeah, 1 netherite stack upgrade. That's 4 stacks and 32 for just 1 upgrade. Kind of a lot. Just a touch. So I have, shockingly, only enough for 2 of those templates. And I need 9. So I need a little bit more scrap than what I have currently. Just a bit. Ouch! Bonked my face in the faceificator. Alright. Ooh, I'm tumbling. Okay, up we go. And we go back home. Not home, to the nether factory. And sleep. In the sleeping bag of supreme sleepage. First water bottle of the stream crushed. Feeling good. Alright. So, now the fun stuff. Well, more of the fun stuff. We make our fans. I'm going to be needing to make a lot more of these, by the way. This is just like the first 3. They go there. 1, 2, 3. Shaft. 1, 2, 3. There's our fans. They went there. Where'd they go? Oh, I already had 3. Chat, why didn't you tell me? What the hell? Thought we were friends. There. And they're facing the right way. Brilliant. So now we add our filters. For now. Oh, I had the right pack open already. Basalt, basalt. Netherrack. Netherrack. We'll shimmy our little face over here. Basalt, netherrack. Basalt, basalt. Okay. Then we put this away. Why do I have observers in here? They should not be in there. They should be in this backpack. Right there. Bang, bop, boop. Bop, bop, bop. Okay. Now that fun stuff is in there. Netherrack gets crushed into Cinderflower. And then the other 2 go through this process. Okay. So, what are we going to end up doing here? Let's see. Thinking below. Right here is going to be probably these ones. So I have 1, 2, 3. I have enough space to work with. Okay, this is good news. We'll do our crushers right off the bit here. Probably right. I think here is fine. Vertical. Bang, bang. Can I save space? Am I saving space over here? I'm not. Okay, so we're not going to be doing that either. Cut her off a little bit. There, there. Bop, bop. You need to bring that out too so the thing doesn't connect. Alright. Here is where stuff starts to get a little bit interesting. Because I need to be doing the actual like machines to get everything going. At the same time, I have to be mindful about the clutches that I have to put in here eventually to shut specific machines off whenever they get full. You know? So that goes there. Do I have any Cinderflower? I have so much Cinderflower. Okay. You go there. And then, not you, you need your face right there. Okay. So, basalt will fill up eventually. How do I negate this? I don't. It's its own farm. If I shut off basalt, I have to shut off all the basalt. This will just fill up. Shouldn't have to worry about that. Cinderflower, if that's full. I feel like this also just fills up, right? Nothing else will be produced. Do I actually need clutches here? Probably to save on lag and like moving pieces, I would assume. No, because even my base is still laggy and that has a lot of just overstressed pieces. I guess I could just like have clutches on top of the fans, right? It just won't be going through. That could work. I like that idea. Okay, so Cinderflower is done. I just need to do the nether bricks now. How do I get nether bricks? That's lava, right? I smelt it into lava. Smelt it with lava. Yeah. Alright, so 2 more fans. Create backpack. Bop. We got our tunnels going again. Where's our tunnels? Bop. Whoa. There we go. Tunnel, tunnel. Do I have lava? I don't have lava. We'll get our lava. I thought I nailed that rocket. What the hell? Do you think I could do a drive-by? Dip into the lava without, like, burning myself? Can I double-click rocket out? Almost. That would have been cool though, right? Can I like extinguish myself while flying? Nope. Why do I suck at Minecraft, guys? Alright. We got our lava. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. How do I separate these? I don't really want to use boards. I use boards. How do I make a crate? I can't make a crate. What's the copycat? Catwalk is made out of boards. Brilliant. I want that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Thinking with my face. 1, 2, 3. Brilliant. And then what I do is I put temporary block. Put a thing on top. Bang! That works out so well. Okay. That's just gonna already be kind of like the wall. It can't go anywhere else there. So we put that back. Set our filters. Do I have any of the nether bricks? This one I'm actually not confident on. Ooh. Don't look like I do. Maybe in this one? Perchance? Perchance? Please? No. Yeah, we out. We outie spaghetti. Alright. Let's go grab some. Oh, also, Rue, I don't know if you play Fulbright or not. The mod pack I gave you has like an option for it. So like, what's the button I pressed? Is it P? Yeah. I think you obviously can change the keybind, but it's like gamma, so you can just like flip between Fulbright or not. I obviously love my Fulbright, so I keep it on. My resource pack just does not work with the whatever this one is, the Embedium. This mod. It kind of like overwrites parts of my resource pack. But see, Rue. But Rue. That's where I'm getting here, right? Do you see this amazing block right here? This is called the Mega Torch. This thing doesn't emit light, but let me just take off my backpack so I don't fly. Do you see those barrier looking blocks over there flying out? If we fly out a little bit further, do you see this giant ass box? Yeah, hey, so no mobs can spawn inside of this, even if it's completely pitch black. All because of this little guy right there. So turn it off, like my brightness. A mob can definitely spawn up here, and way up here. That little ickle biddle torch right there. That little torch prevents all those mobs from spawning, except for the spawners, obviously. Those still work. But natural spawning? Not a thing. Where is she? There you are. I'm short. How do I turn this off? There. Nailed it first try, I swear. Why'd I come back here? I came back here for a reason. Why did I come back here? I was up top, doing my filters, got to nether brick. Lights and decor safety. Well, I guess to each their own, teach their own, teach their own. That's fair. Nether bricks. Ooh, do I have any? I've got 3! Hallelujah. We'll just chuck you back in there. Cool. Do I have actual bricks? Come on. I don't. Alright, well, this is where we're gonna be using this little guy at. You work, right? No. Alright. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. And just let it cook. There's no reason for me to be making this many. I could have easily just done 4. I could still stop it. Why am I not stopping it? 1, 2, 3, 4. For your face there. Any second now. Please. Thank you. And we steal our shaft back. Perfect. Now what we do is we make one of our bricks. Perfect. This time now we have one of our nether bricks and one of the nether brick. It's kind of weird. But yeah. Oh! That was also another thing I did. This is actually one of the 2 factors that made me kind of quit the world and kind of not really want to play it that much. The first factor was because the distribution center idea was like kind of daunting for how big it was, but that was the first thing I tackled after I got back. The other project was my silverfish farm. This thing is like my little XP generator, and I am so proud of this little motherfucker. Look at all this XP in there. 31,000 millibuckets of XP. That's like a lot. Like, I feel like there's a where's the bad guys? Okay, let's see. This little thing, it's overstressed because it's off. That's fine. I don't know how this is still active and running. If this is overstressed, make it make sense. I'm gonna turn that off because it's like loud. I don't know what that would be. That would be players. Yeah, actually, I'm shocked that was it. But I think, is this like a chunk border? It is a chunk border. Wow. So all of this is technically like being powered because it thinks it's powered, because the power comes from inside the factory, but obviously the factory doesn't work because it's overstressed and not working right now. That's why we're doing like everything we're doing with all these other little sub factories. But apparently this part's working, which is odd, because I was gonna like show you this experience, because like just taking like 1,000 of that, or just a little bit, just will boot me up so many levels. So in here is like enough to heal like my entire set of armor, all my tools, and just like only use a little bit, which is crazy. So this is peak. How it works, and I was proud of designing this, is I don't want to stand on that because that'll drain my experience. So in here there's this little sword, right? Ow. Clearly there's a sword. I have 2 of them. Sharpness 5. I think it should actually be what's the one for Bane, right? Doesn't that work on silverfish? Doesn't matter. Sharpness still works. Sweeping edge or breaking bending. Sure. I've got 2 of these swords because after a while, I think I have it set to, what's the filter? This is gonna be bad. It's gonna start taking it. It is set to is damaged, right? So as soon as the sword is damaged, just a little bit, it will boop out onto here. It'll go onto this belt. Well, actually, it won't boop out after it's damaged. I have this timer, right? Every, what's that, 5 minutes, and we'll just call it 5 minutes. 5 minutes and like 2 seconds. It sends a pulse to this piston, which sends it a quick tick, pushes this under there, and if it's damaged, the sword gets out, and it will get, actually, what way does it go? It goes that way. The belt comes this way, the sword fills under here, the experience chugs it up, and then it goes onto the belt, back up, and back into here to get used. That's why I have 2, so it's constantly running. The other one will just get cycled into it. But also, coming off of this deployer is the experience orbs that it gets from killing the silverfish. That pops that into here, turns the experience orbs into liquid experience, and puts it into this. So all the experience that I get out of killing the silverfish goes into like repairing the swords, and then I can just take whatever's left over for myself. The fun stuff is all the silverfish stuff, you know? Like, I was proud of this redstone bit, or very proud of it, for how compact it is too. Like, look at this. It's so compact. Silverfish stuff, I'm gonna maybe hook up to the train, because it just needs stone going into it. Or no, it just needs cobblestone going into it. I could just like make a cobblestone farm right here and hook it up. I think I'm gonna do that actually. Why do I have this coming down here? Just put my cobblestone farm up there and just call it a day. What the hell am I doing? Hey, so that's what I'm gonna do. Anyways, I've got 194,000 cobblestone in here. And it gets smelted into, I guess, 4 times. So there's constant, oh shit. It stayed here for too long, it kept smelting. That's fine. It'll smelt into stone and then it goes into the vault, and then it gets haunted into the infested stone bits, and then it fills up this vault. Obviously it's filled because it's not taking it anymore. But you've seen this from our create world that we used to have way back in the day, where I stole from ZF because all the deplorers place the infested stone, and then every, what is it set to? 3 seconds, it sends a quick pulse, and this rotates 180 degrees. In the time it rotates, it places new ones down, so as soon as it hits back, it breaks one of those blocks. So one of these layers stays, the other one gets turned into the silverfish, and they fall down into the armor stand chopificator with the sweeping edge and die. A very painful death. I made the grave mistake of adding in vines because I didn't want them to die to entity cramming. Apparently this farm is slightly quicker than it can kill them. And I went AFK to eat dinner, and I came back, and I was getting, like, between 0 and 1 FPS. Because there were so many damn silver. It took me 5 minutes, Rue, I shit you not, to get from, I think it was under this block, or, like, one of these blocks I was just stuck under. It took me 5 minutes, mind you, to get from there, get all the way over here, up into this little spot, and place a lava bucket. 5 minutes to place a lava bucket from there to there. With my inventory that I have, you know, like, I've got my wrench, I've got my pickaxe, I had lava buckets on me. It was just so laggy. I thought, like, I wasn't allocating enough RAM. I thought my world was, like, at its limit of storage. No, I just had too many damn silverfish in one spot. So I removed the vines. I hope that works next time I use it. But yeah. Alright, that's enough nerd chat. Let's go back to the other nerd chat. I think I actually have a waystone here. Yeah. Back to the other nerd place. And we want to turn back on the players. Okay. So here, what is it? We cook it up. So that and that. Cool. What comes out is netherrack, netherrack. Brilliant. That seems to be perfect. We will put, how do we want to do this? Not that. That's not what we want to do. Yeah, that works. And then we just, can I shimmy my, oh, I can reach. Oh my gosh, it's so great. That little tiny sliver of a hitbox right there. That was a crazy zoom in. Okay, and the arrows are pointing the right way, so we're perfect. I can place my lava and my lava. So that will cook the netherrack into nether bricks. And then the nether bricks we smushificate into the nether, no, the nether brick we smush into the nether bricks. They got changed that. That's gonna throw me off. We just pack her up. All right. You know, it's gonna be a waste, but it's gonna be fine. We do that. I think I can just add a basin, right? Because then it'll come out the other side. If I do that, you go there. Bang, bang. Nether brick. No. Nether bricks. We want this one. Reach for the stars. And then we want it on this side. Out it comes. We don't have to put it on the outside. Like this one I don't have to do. It just helps me follow along. You only need it on the input. You don't need it on the output. You want to make nether bricks. Put the recipe filters in. I don't think I have to because I don't think those can make anything else. Let's see. Oh, it can. But it won't. It'll only make those. That's fine. And then we get to do some of the fun smushies. I think I want to have these on separate lines like that instead of being connected. And then we can like connect it to these. That'd be fine. Alright. And then this one is gonna be... Actually, you know what we could do? Can we do that? I think we can do that, and then we can just do... Not there. A smart shoe with nether bricks on that, and then that can go down. I am very confident that's gonna work. That makes sense to me. Nope. You go there. Okay, and then you are gonna be our not deep slate, netherite scrap. Okay, you are made by crushing into the bricks. So same recipe, or same like exact same system as this pretty much. Is the bricks come out, we need to smushicate them with extra smushing powers, using our amazing crushing wheels, the last two. I got so lucky that I had 10 because I only need 10 for this whole thing. Bop bop. That'll come through. Hopefully I have the netherite that comes out this side. Yeah, tunnel. Okay. So to here I think is fine, and then I could add in the one tunnel I need right here. Yeah. Belt goes there, and then we want a connector all the way to here essentially, but I don't know how. I think it'll work if I just like bop it into this, you know, a little bit of this action. If that's going this way, this should be able to come this way, so that can connect. If that's going this way, I don't want to connect it there, that's going that way. Putting a thing here is wise. Then I don't have to power this belt elsewhere, because those will go inwards. This side, if that's going that way, this would go that way, so I don't want the gearbox there. This belt, I'm going to hook up to the kind of like clutch system that's happening there, because then once netherite is full, this belt stops, this overflows. That makes sense to me. Problem is, this is that's not even a clutch. That's the first problem. How do I make a clutch? Is it these? Brilliant. That's fine. Clutches for days now, at least. Clutching my pearls. Okay. Brilliant. Yeah. Okay. So then we add in the fun stuff, right? The chutes. Here, break you, add you, backpack, get our tunnel, not tunnel, funnel, you go there. I need a scrap. Do I have any netherite? I do have netherite scrap downstairs. Let's go get it. I just need to borrow the recipe. Not that. Oh, I don't actually have it, do I? Because it's in the form of debris. Cool, this is fine. I just don't want to go back to the base again. Alright, we're going back to the base. It's fine. Oh, I did make a little gap here. Oh my gosh. I've been like flying all the way around for no reason all this time. We take one of you. Thank you for your contribution. Fortunately, this is the only way back up because the jetpack only goes so high. I feel like there's a way to change it, but let's dig into that actually. Ponder index, not that one. Configure. Ooh. Is it client? Goggle trains. Jetpack. Not a thing. Okay. Gameplay settings. Space trains. No. Maybe it's under equipment. Back tank, max potato, no. Is it under client settings? Sound trains enable tooltips and density. Maybe I could turn that down a little bit. Ignore rotate when seated. Interesting. Man, is there not actually like a thing to access configs of other mods? Maybe that's it, huh? Gosh. Is it Stuffs in Edition or Basic Editions? It is from the Stuff in Editions. Configure access config Stuff in Editions. Essay, there we go. Common config. Jetpack, grappling speed, height restriction. Bang. Brass. Whoa, loud noises in my ears. Okay. Enable above cloud enchant. Yes. Wait, what's that do? Wait, what's that do? Whoa, when did the netherite jetpack happen? What the hell? Let's do this. What's above the clouds? Hello? What are you? What's above the clouds? I don't know what that is. That sounds fun. I want to look into that. Configs, create essay, common config. We're just changing it to be yeah, 50. And then we'll make the netherite one be 100. Confirm. So now, hopefully, if I go outside, I usually would stop right here. And I still do. Why are we not saving ourselves, huh? Height restriction. It changed you. Why are you not saving with your face? We go up. And we stop again. Okay. Let's see if a quick little restart of the world makes her stick. Maybe I just need a little refresh, right? Maybe that's it. Hold spacebar. And hey! Oh, I love when I'm right. Okay. Okay, we got a little bit better of a height advantage now. Look at that. Cool. Oh, that's actually amazing. I should have done this so long ago. That's great. I love that for myself. Okay, anyways, enough self-glazing. So that goes there. And then we want these to come here. We don't want an input on this one because we want to accept everything, because it's only going to give us these two things. But we want to select which ones come out where. So obviously netherite goes there, and then brick goes that way. I think it's crazy. It just gives you scrap right at the bat instead of like the debris. Yeah, it's just right from crushing. Cool. Bricks go back. Hopefully this works. Should work. In my head it works. Or even actually, wait, pause. Let's do something more fun. Oh, that's not fun. That's really not fun. That's actually really not fun. Not cool, game. They think they're so funny. Can I get stuff out of my inventory, please? Thank you. Just got like everything. Okay, let's see. We'll do wrench, lava bucket, and then we want to redo the filter because everything got messed up with my life. Put you there. Shaft. Shimmy our face in here. Bang. And then lava can go right there. Alright. What I was thinking is it can go right here. Right here. Can go in, and then right here is our gearbox instead. There. Now instead of like praying, it can just like merge onto a belt to go into one source. It can just like go faster. I think that's like, it looks a lot cleaner too, just going into like the actual thing. I like that. Okay, so we have, do we actually have all of our chutes? We have all 4 chutes. Okay, so now we do clutches. Clutches is the next step here. So this clutch turns off that belt, which means all of this backs up. Good enough for me. I wonder actually, wait. Let's not do that. No, I have a much simpler idea, which is so odd for me to say. Also, we can just do that, I think, because if that's going that way, that goes that way then. That's a perfect gearbox, I think. That goes opposite, that goes that way, that goes that way. Cool. That makes sense to me. Clutches are just going to go here. 1, 2, 3. And then that one goes there. No! That's not how we want it to be. Because, right. Because if this one got full and I turned off that clutch to stop that one, that would unintentionally stop both of those. Okay. Bad shout on my part. Bad shout. Technically, it would work for this one. Technically. I would just need to have, like, a different source of power for all of those. I do like that idea, though. Having that one there. Turns off this whole line. But then, how does this stuff get powered? do we power it from... Actually, how do these work? I bet a lot of these encased chain drives. Can I... No. Because this one can go like that, or it can go like that. It can't change its shape like that. So that's a bust. We would have to do a gearbox. Alrighty, Ruru. Have an amazing night. I gotta sleep in a little bit tomorrow. I got a wedding at like 3 o'clock to go to, so I can sleep in till like noon, which is great. So yeah, rest well. Rest well. Gearbox. We just take it from here. Just do it like this. That works. That works really well, actually. And then if this is backwards, I can just put in another gearbox and it'll blow it the other way. That worked out well. Now for these ones. Power those there. I think we can just get away with doing the same thing. We can't because that connects. Do it on this side maybe. Gearbox. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. Looking good. The belt would unfortunately still be going, but I think I can just put in the clutch there. That works. I'll shut off this little bit. You, if you're full. Is there a way to stop this one? Just the fan, right? I think that's it, just by the fan. Okay. I want it to... How do I do this? No. Wait, I'm smart. Wait. Because I can do this. And then... What? I thought you could do diagonal belts. Because you can do... I'm not tripping, right? You can do... Oh, but you can't do a diagonal. That's so stupid. Okay. Why not? Okay, so... Alternative, trying to save a little bit of resources here. I don't think I can. I'll just sacrifice some chain, or some of these gearboxes. Bop. Bop. Go bop. And bop. And bop. That'll have to work. And then we just put in the clutch right here. Okay. And then you don't stop. You just fill up. Okay, that works. So now we've got 3 clutches. Get out our links. You put them on receive, and then we'll put you on top and you'll be receive. And then this one we'll put right here and you will also be on reception. Alright. Backpack, basalt, and netherrack. Netherrack is obviously the bottom because it's the nether stuff. I think that's what I'm doing over here too, right? Netherrack on the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, netherrack on the bottom. Okay, netherrack on the bottom. What do we do? What are you? You are Cinderflower. I almost said Cindercrest. I'm cooked. Okay, you have this one. Yep. And then you, nether bricks. Where's my nether bricks? Right there. That would shut that off. And then lastly, I have you, which is just scrap. Bueno. Alright, come down here. Throw all the crap into the crap pack. Good enough. Hey, caramba. Okay. The floor. Turn this one on. Right here. Pop. We'll connect her. Why not? I've fallen off my face. You are just gonna be filled. There. Bop, 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 bop. There. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then get some grass going because I made a mistake. Toss it because it picks it up. And then we just kill it all. It's a little bit loud. There. Let's put on the forgotten hat. There we go. Reach a little bit further. If I could place it a little bit better, it'd be great. And I'm out of resources. Alright. Bop. 1, 2, 3. That's so loud. Okay. 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Sand Blackstone. There. Put that back to Blackstone, put it back in my backpack, and oh, there's other stuff. We'll also put you back to Blackstone and forget about you. Cool. Alright. These guys. Let's run this down. I want to have them connected. We'll connect them here. Where's that go? You go this way. Cool. I don't know where we're gonna power it from. Down here somewhere. Maybe this big gap in the middle. Let's do it. How much stress does it need? Doesn't say it's overstressed, right? Just, I think it will if we add in like one water wheel, right? It'll say like overstressed, scariness, yes. 2, 3. Yep, and then we put in 1, 2, 3. That looks so cool on its own too. Right. You go there. You go there. There's no way that one water wheel is... There's not a shot. There's no way it's working. Also, this is kind of backwards. Okay, wait, so we need to do some flippage here. Kind of. So we break you. So this should work. Right, you go through. Yes, buddy. And then you also suffer the flippage. Right? Or is that backwards? Well, it was working right. I forget. You were working. You weren't. So you turn right. You come this way. Slowly. You're cooking, you're cooking, you're cooking, you're cooking, you're cooking. A little bit more. Brick. Perfect. Cool. What's happening over here? Going the wrong way there. Is even... Oh, it's not powered because it's taken from the crushing wheel. Oh, that's funny. Alright. It's still going the wrong way. Alright. Cool. Crushing wheels aren't going. Hi, Goosh. Oh, have you been texting me? I'm sorry, I haven't been looking at my phone. I've been too busy creating stuff. Let's see. Nether brick. Basalt. Let's turn this off for this time being. Because I thought that would really, like, genuinely not work. Any of this? How is this getting power? Oh, it's just not. Why clutch here? Cobble netherrack. Bop, 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 bop. Clutch here, receptor on, cobble top, netherrack bottom, bang bang, and then gearbox turns crooked, put it there, and she fall all the way down. She a dirty little bit. Alright. More shaft action right there. And I think yeah, it could genuinely just like could do that. That works. Because in that other boyfriend, what? that's going that way. I want that coming this way. So we bring this out, add in a gearbox here, connect that up. That will go towards that way. We want, let's see, we want these. Wait, what? Let me just add in another one, right? We can do that. That should go the same way. Because if I had one, right? If I had one right here, this one would go backwards. That's what this one acts like here. Because these would be going opposite ways. We want that going that way. They can't both go that way, so we need to have another gearbox. That one connects to this belt too, so these belts are going this way. These belts are going this way. This is going the wrong way. You're all messed up in the cabeza. Go there. How do we fix this problem? Oh, simple. Put a vertical, regular. Actually, let's just do that. Save a shaft. It's not really saving a shaft. Oh. Bang. Why is this active? Okay, how? Okay. We'll disconnect you too. That's fine. That's not fine. There we go. You get disconnected. Okay. Okay. How fast do we want this to be going? That's there. Add in my cogwheels. Bop, 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 bop. You get removed. Bang, bang. Or, hear me out. Oh, it's gonna make a mess. You go there, you go there. We turn this sideways here. Have the water, because we want this to be coming in from one spot, right? We want you connected right here. Smiley face. Could do a set of water wheels behind it. I think we'll do it in front though. So we'll do, I need like a support thing. Or not. Do I have a rotational speed controller? I've got one. Hallelujah. Okay. I don't have one of those though. Put you there for the time being. Take one of you. You go there. Crank this up to half. 128. Just in case there's an unintentional gear ratio. I don't think there is. I don't think I'm using a single cogwheel up here. I'm not, but I don't really want to do too much. This might not even work on its own. Oh, I can just hook it up straight to this. Okay, cool. So then water comes down this one. Okay. You go in there, you go in there, you go in there, you go in there, you go in there. Alright, let's grab some water. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Bop, 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 bop. Alright. How overstressed are you? How overstressed are you? Stressometer. If it's insane, I'm gonna cry. That's not bad. Wait. That's actually really good. That is insanely good. That is really good. Because if I know my numbers, I probably don't. Because there should be 100 now, right? Oh, 177. That was only 33. I see. I understand. Okay, so let's do something else. Okay. Let's worry about the power in a minute. We will start here. Just gonna get this part taken care of first. Alright, what are you? You were just basic basalt. I think I want the vaults like this. Is it also 8 down here? It is 8. Okay, so it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did not make enough vaults for this. What the hell? Alright. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 8, 13. 13 times 9 is gonna be 117. Is that right? 13 times 9 is up. I think that's right. Let me pull up my trusty little calculator I got going on over here. 9 times 13 is 117. Holy numbers. And the crowd goes wild. Whoa. Okay. We zip back to the factory. 117 times 2 is 234. Which is going to be just under 4 stacks of iron. Again. We'll just let all of them go, though. They'll be done quicker. And then we'll have more. Where are the barrels? Right there. Cool. Create backpack. Alright, so we get our first stack of volts right here. And then we just get the rest, and then the rest of the iron stays in the backpack. Alright, that should be all the volts we need for now, until we get to doing the trains. Or the nether wart farm. Oh, this is enough space, is it? There. That's fine. This guy. Want 2. I need 2 block space, right? Because I need to do... Oh, I can do it off the front. What am I doing? There. Bob. Yeah. It's a little bit goofy. I don't really like it facing this way. It makes it a little bit difficult. How can I do it on this side? It would also still be pressed up the exact same way. It's probably best this way. I don't have a lot of space to work with. How about for belts? What can I do with belts over here? There. Alright. So now we want belts coming out of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. How's that one gonna work? That's netherite, right? That is netherite. Actually, it's scrap. I don't have the gold. Gold is elsewhere. Fascinating. Okay. We'll bring it down to like a little double chest. How low? Face level. Okay, we'll do that. Then... yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Twas what I thought. Industrial plating. Bang. And then we'll have this coming out here. Shoot. That's not gonna work. Now hold on a second. Why don't I just do that? Because then oh, this is fascinating. Should have enough coming all the way out here. Bop. Right? And then here, bop. And then here, bop. And then that. Bang. That works out nicely. I like this a lot better. That is cool. How that just worked out. Okay, so then you go to there, you connect to there, you connect there, you connect there. Alright, and then these belts, shafts, let's make some more. Okay. These belts. And these belts. I don't know. Big stretches. Let's do this entire well, because let's see, if I want it out here, this gate, I could like move down to here. This side. Let's do that. Let's put all of these away for the moment. And then go to this backpack, grab all of my blackstone, make it sanded. Alright, how many items am I creating here? 4 on this side. 4 on this side. Creating 8 so far. And then we've got another, so 10 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's gonna be like all of this. But more, because that's only, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I just wanted like space to build. Damn, my shovel's almost broken. Okay, so then belts are going to go all the way down that way. More going to be coming through here. At least this wide. You know, thinking about it, to save on belt speed, I think I could just use trims, right? Am I tripping? I mean, don't get me wrong, belts are pretty cool. I don't know how laggy this would be. I don't want it to be too laggy. But, you know, at the same time. So tragically, the Mega Torch is in the way. Let us put it there. There. I feel like we could do like some Nixie tube stuff too. I don't know how far that would stretch. Do train boards and observers and all this stuff. There. We'll just do belts. Belts are cool. Damn. There. And then water wheels up here probably. Lots of water wheels. Then we have these two spots open. Eerie noises. Hello. That was creepy. Alright, let's get that nether wart farm in here. And I don't think we're gonna do this one here. Hello. The poppy conversion I think has to happen elsewhere. Why did I get pinged? Oh, I'm right there. Let's do the Wordle. I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not going to do it on stream. Okay, so I have one of those. Cut it in 3 by accident. Craziness. Alright, now alright. Back to this. You come with me, you go there. We got all the space to work with. We're gonna take this out of here. You're gonna go there. Pop, 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 pop. I'm just gonna click 3 blocks at once. Not once, but like sequence. What's the word where it's like one after another? Other than one after another or in a row. Netherwort farm. Let's take a Google. What's the best Netherwort farm? We just do the big spinny spinnies. That looks right. I think we just end up making a giant circle. I think circles work best. I think a circle of nether wart. You're not fast. There. I think right here, smack in the middle. Soul sand, how much soul sand? I have plethora. Alright, let's start off. I don't want to start. Do I have a mechanical? I don't. Okay, we'll start off like that. Open our backpack. Do I have a slab? No slab. Yes, slab. No slab. Slabby jabbies. Okay, I don't want to use that slab. You go back. Whoa. You came from there. Okay. We're going to use this one. Alright. Slab. I don't have a casing. Okay. Do I have a spruce log? I don't, but I have dark oak. Okay. There's a casing. Bop, bop, bop. Okay. Now. Alright, I'm going to take one of these, put them there, and then no, it should not be powered from this. Netherwort should be on its own. So then in that case, I can can't stop yawning. All right. Gets used for red nether bricks. You need some up, daddy. How about you go stick it up, yo, daddy? Alright, so we're gonna take this. What's down here? Not a lot of power. There's like nowhere to power this from. Cool. We'll take it from here, I guess. I don't think I will be able. Oh no, you said you were tired. Take it from there. Yeah, those belts are always gonna be running. Okay, and then another. Where's another warp? Back. No. Hello? I just don't have any? Alright. I need to like power this for a second so I can see where it's going. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do I have 10 deployers? I don't have 10 deployers. Alright. I'll have to just guesstimate then. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. I see that's right. think I just nailed that circle. Can't lie. Oh, you responded in chat. Did I mention I'm on call? Yeah, you did mention that. Well, you didn't explain like what that meant per se, but I kind of like am a little bit smart. I kind of pieced together that on call means that like when you're not at work, someone can like call in and they're like, "Yo, Goosh, we need you in the shop right now, or out in the field getting someone." So, alright, harvester. Sheets. I have sheets. Whoa, wait. Wait. Okay. These little things, we're gonna bop. That seems right. Give it all call phone. Hell yeah. Our little Goosh is moving up in the world. Alright. So here... Can I do... Oh. Can I do that, and then... some of... these... Peak. Yeah, not fun. I try to tell you about the cheaper alternative, but Let's do it here. The Sophia. No. For colleges. Bro, I've only mentioned it like 5 times in Snapchat. At least 4 times in audio. Probably once on Instagram. Sophia Learning, it's like you pay $99 a month and you can take, I don't know if it's 2 classes or as many as you want at a time, and there's like a web or like a section of it that like you can see the SNHU equivalent of those courses. But to graduate from SNHU, like with at least a bachelor's degree, you need to do 25% of your degree through Southern New Hampshire. I think it's that number. Sounds about right. If you just like scroll up a little bit in our text on Snapchat and just like listen to my voice notes, I'm like not coherent enough to do this right now. I'm so exhausted. But yeah. There. Then we're gonna pop, 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 pop. There. Shorten it up a little bit on this side, kind of frames nicely. And now that's gonna connect here all swell. But then those 4 come down here. Cool. Oh, I have it. Cool. Bruh. Bro just does not listen to the voice notes. What the hell, Yante? Three, 3, 3. Brilliant. And then you can cease to exist. Alright. I think that's it. Well, for this thing. Okay. This bell is going the wrong way. Alright. Let's get some nether wart. Actually, probably... Well, what's downstairs? I can't see, it's too far. Yep, we're going to the home. I keep forgetting that my achievements reset. Like all the player data. I'm so fucking tired. Okay. After the nether wart, I think I'm calling it. Plus, that would be all that the farm's done. I just gotta hook up the power, but that's kind of what I was hoping to do next time. Because it's just a logistics stream, which is getting all the farms done and actually hitting the on button. Bang. It's a good little crop farm. Wait, you know what I can do? Let's do... Only place an anchor is destroyed. Yeah. So now... in a similar fashion... do the whole vault thing. Right here. Do I have barrels? 22. I need to do the barrel strut again. Oh, I didn't do the... That's next stream. I'm so tired. I can't do this. I cannot think. Alright.